Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Medha aka the XLRI and this video is going to be my XLRI interview experience. Now if you're someone who is preparing for CAT and OMETs, then you would definitely have heard about XLRI, and henceforth I'm not going into much details. You already know you need to give XAT. The paper pattern of XAT is a bit different from CAT. It has the decision making section and so on and so forth. For XLRI, my interview was 25 minutes. I only gave the interview for XLRI HRM program, which is their flagship course, and I was not selected for the BM program. Generally speaking, XLRI also has a GD round, but this year the GD round was cancelled and we had to give an essay writing test, which was also held on the day of the XAT exam. This year's essay topic was somewhere along this line that all the top B schools in India are heavily looking into your academics. They have a separate weightage for your 10th, 12th graduation marks. So will this affect the future manager, because people are looking into the academics and not necessarily the other profiles? So we were supposed to write either for or against on this topic. Now before starting the video, just wanted to let you guys know that I was giving one-to-one mentoring sessions to people who are in a desperate need of any advice regarding CAT or OMETs. You want to talk about how to prepare, whether self-preparation can be done or not. I, to be honest, self-prepared. You can check out the video. Then you want to talk about colleges, which book, timetable and all the other things. If you need someone, I will be very happy to help you. So you can reach out to me via Instagram or you can mail me. I will be putting the mail here, and yeah, do reach out. Now actually starting the interview experience, as I said, it was 25 minutes for me and there were 3 panel members. All of them were male, and I will be referring to them as Professor 1, Professor 2 and Professor 3 so that you are able to understand whom I'm referring to. I have my laptop here so that I don't miss any points. So it started with Professor 1 asking me to tell me something about myself and what did I do, the extracurricular activities. I explained everything from my school days to college to what I'm doing right now. I stated everything in a very brief manner. After this, suddenly Professor 2 started questioning me, and the first question he asked was, tell me the difference between mentoring and counseling. He asked this question because I mentioned that I am a BBA student, so he assumed that I will be knowing the answer. And I gave 2 points, like 2 differences between mentoring and counseling, but somehow he wasn't satisfied with my answer, so he wanted me to explain more. But at that point of time I could not recall any more valid differences between them, so I just accepted the fact that I could not recall. So then he asked me few more HR terms, and then again Professor 1 started questioning me. So Professor 1's next question was, why do I do so many things? As in, I talked about everything which I did, like my extracurricular, my hobby, my interest. I am a very, very diverse person. Like, I know about stock market, I started my own brand, I'm a content creator on YouTube, as you can see. I have a small business. I actually do mentoring session. I'm doing mentoring sessions since it has been 5 years now, 5 or 6 years. I have a lot of interest. I read, I draw cartoons, I story write, I'm all over the place. So he wanted to know, he was very intrigued and he wanted to know, why are my interests so diverse? To which I answered that I love to learn new things, I like to explore, try out different things. And his answer was, okay, so you like to be busy. I said, not necessarily busy, sir, but I'm like this since childhood. I explore new avenues to see whether I am able to do a certain thing or not. So he said, don't you think by just trying out different things you are basically wasting your life? To which I replied that no sir, I'm not at all wasting my life, because firstly I'm having fun, I am learning new things, I am adding new skill sets to my CV, to my resume, and at the same point of time it is giving me a different perspective. It is giving me a new direction in which I can think, and it is nowhere near to me wasting my life. So the next question which he asked was, okay, so what are the 3 flaws which you think you have in this approach of life, this trial and error method which you are basically following? So at that point of time I don't recall what are the 3 things which I said, but definitely I said that it might result in wasting of time, wasting of resources, and the third thing is something which I cannot recall because it has been months since I given this interview, so sorry about that. So the next question which he asked was, okay, so you are someone with all achievements and no play. So basically at this point of time, Professor 1 was looking at my CV, and he saw that I have done many random certificate courses, like I have a German language certificate thing, then I have done consumer behavior, business models. I have basically done many certificates, so my profile was very strong. So he said that, okay, so when are you actually playing? When are you actually having fun and doing the normal people activities? To be very honest, I genuinely don't take a break that much in my life. Like, I just kind of am a productive geek, and he basically got that thing by interacting with me. So he said, okay, so you are not someone who goes out with your friends and relax and watch a movie. Why don't you do that? Don't you think someone of your age should be actually looking into that? And then I admitted the fact that yes, I don't necessarily go out with my friends and hang out, but I do have fun with them, because in my college days, when I used to do all the certificates, when I used to organize the events and everything, I used to basically do that with my friends. So it was a very diverse experience, and my kind of hanging out was that. So yeah, I am different. What can I do? The next question which he asked was, okay, so you are someone who is into your life, you take your own decisions, you just try out different things. Don't you think that these traits are somewhat of a narcissistic person, like indulged in oneself only? To which I replied, no sir, I don't think I am that kind of person. So he asked that, okay, so if you are not indulged in yourself only, how do you know if you are going wrong in life? Like, for example, as I just explained, that I do a lot of things, I try and explore. So how do you know that you are not on the right track? So in real life also I do this. So I was 100% honest in my interview. So I basically ask the people around me for feedback, whether it's my friends or my sister, my parents, or anyone of that sort, my best friends. I just ask, okay, I'm just thinking of doing this, will that be a good thing? Not like I discuss it with people. It's not that I just decide and jump into a new avenue in my life. So I explained that to him. Hopefully he understood. After that, he asked few more abstract questions, and then it was over for Professor 1, and then Professor 3 started asking me the questions. The first question which he asked was not at all clear, like I could not hear properly what he was saying. So I asked him to repeat himself. Then he repeated the question second time, but I still could not understand what he was saying, so I kept it quiet. Then he asked me to name few subjects which I have read during my BBA tenure, and I said I was good at communication, HR, marketing, and other like psychology based subjects. So he asked me any particular field or a part which I was interested in or I knew about. So I said in HR we learned about leadership and the personality and how to deal with people. Then he asked me what are the different type of leaderships. I said the 3 type of leaderships which I have studied. Then Professor 1 actually jumped in and said, okay, have you learned about transformative leadership? I have not learned about this, so I just accepted, no sir, I did not know about transformative leadership. Then the next question, which again Professor 1 was asking me, so he said, okay, so which leadership style do you think is the best and which one do you prefer, or which one is your style? So I said, sir, there is no such thing as best leadership style. It is because you need to adapt yourself to the situation and act accordingly. And I said, which one is your style? So I said, sir, I too don't have a particular style. Depending on the person, depending on the situation, I tackle with people. I also stated that a good leader should be very good at adapting himself or herself depending on the environment, and that is the best leadership style. Then Professor 3 asked me, okay, you have gap year. I said, yes sir, I graduated in 2020, so I have a gap year. So he said, what have you done in your gap year? Then Professor 1 actually jumped in and said she already said so many things which she has done. We don't think that she needs to answer it again. And it was my last question. After that I said thank you and I left the meeting. Okay, so that was my overall experience for XLRI. It was not at all a grilling interview. I was really expecting people to grill me, because like I have heard this, that they ask very technical questions and strict questions, but my experience was not at all like that. I actually very much enjoyed the interview, and the professors were also very friendly. They were asking me abstract questions, my personality based question, which I am very comfortable at, and I am very happy to announce that I actually converted this and I will be joining XLRI Jamshedpur for their HRM course. And it was like my dream college, and I don't know, like I'm too overwhelmed to explain that. I mean, I am still shocked. I did not expect to get selected here, but it happened, and more vlogs coming soon. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any further questions, you need that mentoring thing, you just want to interact, in the comment section below, I will definitely reach out to you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, bye.